One bright autumn afternoon, Lily walked home from school, her loyal cat, Muffin, padding alongside her. Lily had always been close to Muffin, a small, fluffy tabby with an adventurous spirit. They shared everything together, from secrets to snacks, and Muffin had a knack for following her around everywhere. Today was no exception. As they crossed the park, they heard a faint, muffled cry for help. Lily's ears perked up, and Muffin's tail shot straight into the air. They followed the sound to the edge of the park where the fence bordered a nearby riverbank. Looking over, they saw a young boy, trapped halfway down the steep slope, clutching at tree roots to keep himself from sliding into the river. "Oh no, he's in trouble," Lily whispered, her heart pounding. She didn't know the boy, but he looked about her age, maybe a little younger, with a pale face and wide, frightened eyes. She turned to Muffin. "What should we do?" Muffin blinked, then trotted along the fence, her eyes sharp and searching. Lily followed her, knowing that Muffin was smart and often found things that people overlooked. Sure enough, after a few moments, Muffin meowed loudly and began pawing at a gap in the fence where the grass was flattened as if people sometimes slipped through. Lily slipped through the gap, and Muffin followed her. She carefully climbed down the slope toward the boy, testing each step for stability. The ground was slippery with mud, and one wrong step could send her tumbling into the water herself. "It's okay. Don't worry, I'm coming," she called out, hoping to reassure him. The boy looked at her, his expression hopeful but still frightened. As she got closer, she could see that the boy's foot was tangled in some thick vines, trapping him in place. His knuckles were white from gripping the tree root, and his voice trembled as he said, "Please help. I can't get free." Lily reached out, steadying herself with one hand on the tree and the other reaching toward him. "Hold on," she said gently. "I'm going to untangle you, but you have to stay very still." The boy nodded, swallowing hard. Just then, Muffin, who had been watching from a safe distance, began to meow and run back up the hill. Lily didn't have time to wonder where her brave cat was going. She focused on untangling the vines from the boy's leg, trying to work quickly but carefully. "You're almost free," she assured him, pulling the last vine away. But just as she helped him up, her foot slipped, sending her skidding slightly down the slope. "Careful," the boy cried, holding her arm to help steady her. Together, they managed to climb up the slope inch by inch, the boy leading the way. Just as they reached the top, Lily felt Muffin's soft fur brush against her leg. Muffin had come back, bringing a small first aid kit from Lily's backpack. How Muffin had managed to get it out was a mystery, but Lily was just glad to see her clever cat again. "Thanks, Muffin," she whispered, stroking her fur as she checked the boy's scraped knee. She cleaned it as best she could with some wipes from the kit, then gave him a reassuring smile. "You're going to be okay." The boy, who introduced himself as Jamie, looked at Lily and Muffin with grateful eyes. "Thank you both so much," he said, his voice barely above a whisper. "I thought I was going to fall into the river. I was so scared."